I sat today and I was wondering, let me share with you guys the inspiration behind Unburden Platform that is about to actually welcome in writers. You know, I remember when I really started this whole journey as a writer. It was a journey of a test of my faith, my belief, and everything I hold dear to. And at that point in time when I really started writing, I was really learning and I kept learning and I kept learning, paid for classes, and then all of a sudden I let words flow naturally without even having to stress on it. And it became so interesting. And then it got to a point where all my ideas were so beautiful. I was getting comments, I was getting claps, getting subscriptions. And then I decided, why don't I put my work out there in platforms that request submission and stuff like that, articles. And at some point I submitted articles, kept spreading my articles, spreading my articles, spreading my articles, spreading my articles. I spread almost about 25 to 30 different singly rated articles. I wrote them, waited for months, followed up, but no single response from any editor. And I know some people will say this. Some people will say this, just 30 and you are already giving up. See, there is this psychology I live with in life is the fact that some persons are not meant to be in a particular place in life. And at that point in time, if they try to force themselves into that space, the universe will naturally reject them for a period of time to give them the thinking or the natural belief of redirecting their steps while still remaining in what they want to do, but in the level where their natural aura is fit into. You understand? But if you still decide to persist and keep requesting and requesting and requesting, the universe will naturally leave you where you believe you can reach, and you just be there, and then it will open doors for you. You understand? It only gives you a longer time to climb through your own ladder. You understand? But at some point, some people even get lost inside that world. For people like us, we actually are the ones who were rejected, and then we decided to redirect our direction. And then we decided this is something that writers around the self-development, burnout topic writers, entrepreneurial writers, and people that write based on responsibilities, identities in the normal subsidiary platforms available to us, which after my study lately, I discovered they were actually specially made for journalism, not reflection kind of writing. And then I was inspired to kickstart this journey of onboarding library. Our link is actually up now, readonboarding.com. You understand? Where we write about burnout, we write about identity, we write about slowing down during our awareness awakening, we write about work and pressure, how early responsibilities actually affect younger individuals. Our kind of writings are doctrinated in a calm, reflective way of writing. We don't just jump out the natural, motivational, or clickbait kind of writing. No, our writings are intentional. So that is why we are giving space to 10 intentional writers. Currently, we have 3 of them. So we have 7 more slots available for writers. And for editors, we have 2. So we have 3 more slots available for editors. You understand? All you need to do, I already dropped my email on my page, but on this video, I will also add up a link to the WhatsApp platform where training will actually go on, because that is where you will go through the process before we now give, because our links are going to be for now restricted to distribution alone, no downloading. We are not giving access to everybody. No, just 10 writers, and 3 slots are already taken. We have 7 more slots available for writers and 3 more slots available for editors. So if you want to work and build your identity as a writer, as an editor, in a community or in a place where you are recognized, where you are going to be given the ability to be intentional about how you present your writing, because we have doctrines guiding every writer and editor on how they structure the tone to stay consistent on the platform, because we have bigger dreams ahead. And this is also going to help the writers connect directly more with more intentional editors, not an editor that tends to come and then rewrites what you have actually written and then tell you that is what he wants you to write because that is what aligns with the platform. No, our editors only direct your work, and then they now look at your work and then give it more clarity wherever it deserves. Not changing what you have written, but giving it more clarity. And if it's something they will tell you to rewrite so that they can now edit, they will highlight it for you categorically. You understand? So that is the psychology and the idea all around the platform onboarding library. So if you are a writer, I did love to welcome you on my team, on our team, because we are building not as the founder of onboarding, but we are building as one family, one team, one interest. And our interest is to revolutionize how the writing industry actually benefits both writers and editors. It's to bring a sense of collaborative work in the writing industry, because I have observed unintentionally and also intentionally that lately works around writing are done independently and then rushed out and immediately pushed out by other sales platform individually. No collaborative efforts in writing, and that is really going to limit and restrict the idea sharing of intellectuals roaming around the writing space. And that's why we have built this intentional room for intentional writers and intentional editors. Let's come together and build a clarity sanctuary where we come and onboard in ourselves, where we come and relate with ourselves, where we come and we have this sense of calmness, intentionality, belief, where you can read articles without any ad interruptions in a calm, cool space. Readonboarding.com is our website. But if you are a writer, you are an editor, you can comment, I am a writer. I will send you my email. You reach out to me. And then on the email, if you don't get the link on this comment or on this description, I will send it to you on my email. You join our platforms. And once our onboarding section starts in May, we will train you all writers and editors, and then get your first aligned article, which will be featured on the founders page on our platform. So you see, it's a time for giving you the ability of exposure as a writer, editor, and joining a moving train, because this is a moving train. We are not waiting for anyone. You come on board, you are welcome. You fall out, goodbye. We are not touched or broken by those who decide not to stay committed. But the team onboarding is committed to guiding every single writer to success and bring out all editors and recognize them for who they truly are. Editors are strong presence in every platform. They have been too silent for long. It's time for editors to stand out and be appreciated for their works. Writers, it's time to work side by side with editors, collaboratively. Not an editor staying in one side and wanting to extort you because that is his source of living. He knows he will not get credit for the work he has done for you. So he will just charge you based on what he believes you might make from that book. And that is not how it's supposed to be. Let's be more intentional in our writing works. That's why onboarding is actually here to stay. So you are welcome. Just comment, I am a writer, I am an editor. Let's together build a clarity sanctuary where we will all together forever. You are invited to our room, readonboarding.com. For readers and clarity families who are actually aspiring to want to participate in reading our available articles right now, you're also invited to check on our website, readonboarding.com, and see more, get more, why we prepare for onboarding of our new writers and editors, enhancing the family and pushing the movement to the next level. You are welcome to our family. This is readonboarding.com, a clarity sanctuary built intentionally for intentional writers, editors, and readers. Welcome.